Hey, I'm Alan Orr, and welcome to Motivators, the channel that brings you the latest, the greatest, the newest, and the best in motoring in South Africa. And I've got to ask you, have you subscribed yet? If not, hit that button now. You may notice I've got the cap on again today. That's because we're out on the farm. And where else do we come when you've got a vehicle like this? Nissan Navara, you can see it, it's very, very clear. But this is the Stealth, which is a model that was just been added to the range. In fact, we were at the launch recently, and you can see videos on the channel. What you've got is the entry-level LE version with lots of extras. So it comes in at a very competitive price in the market as well. So you can see you've got this big bumper and the treatment over here, the cladding over there in the front, little mini bull bar almost you can call it. You've got nice big black 17-inch alloy wheels over there. Got a nice substantial side step. Stealth. It's very dusty because we've been on dirt roads, but the Stealth badging everywhere. And you've got the sport bar at the back over here, again with the Stealth legend. Those are a lot of the differences on this model from the standard LE. What you do get, of course, is the Navara's proven, tried and trusted 2.5 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine, giving you 140 kilowatts, 450 newton meters of torque, and a 7-speed automatic transmission. You can get it in 4x2 or 4x4 versions. This is the 4x4 one. So let's check it on the road. Let's check it on some dirt roads. Let's check it out on the farm, and we'll have a look inside. Past it. The Stealth with its rear suspension, with that 5-link coil suspension, handles the dirt road well, handles the bumps and the ruts and everything else. It just does a really good job of it. And for a piece of road that's very corrugated, I can tell you we've got a very, very comfortable ride. So just check it out. We'll show you a bit more later on. Cruising along on the farm in the Navara Stealth, and you know, the nice thing about this is it's comfortable, it's relaxed, it's easy. It just gives us everything we want, and away from civilization, away from everything. And those up there, a couple of cattle up there, zebras, they're all on the farm, all here for us, and just, you know, you're away from the humdrum and the madness of the city, and rather just enjoying the country and country life. And this is where I feel totally in my element, that is for sure. Cruising along on the highway now in the Stealth, and it's smooth, it's comfortable, it's relaxed, it does all those sort of things, but you probably can hear a fair amount of tire rumble. But just keep in mind, this is the off-roadish oriented, that's the Stealth part of the package, is tires that are geared to give you a bit of off-roading ability as well. So you've got to excuse them and allow for that, and allow for that little bit of extra noise on that. Beyond that fact, cruising along, having done about 300 kilometers now, but open road and a lot of driving on the farm, dirt roads, bad roads, bumpy roads, call it what you want, and we're still sitting at 9.5 liters per 100, which is a number I would always be very happy with in a leisure-oriented double cab in that sense. So I think it's pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with that fact. Jumping in behind the wheel, you can take a look over here, and the instrumentation basic, but what more do you want? And the pertinent number is 9.5 liters per 100. Now I can tell you that involves nice open road freeway cruising, it involves driving around the farm, it involves dirt roads. So this is really an overall figure like you're not going to see very often, and I can tell you any owner will achieve a number like this. You've got your multifunction steering wheel, which gives you all your different controls, all these sort of things you get. You've got cruise control, for example, but it's not active cruise control. But again, it is based on the entry version. Got your infotainment screen over here, and I've got to say that maybe this is where the Navara looks a tiny bit outdated, because it is a very small screen, but it gives you what you want, and importantly, it does give you a reverse camera. It's just been raining and lots of dirt roads, so don't worry about the picture quality. It is good, and it does give you what you want. Interestingly, according to what I've read, you can get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I don't know why I could not connect Android Auto on this vehicle. probably me. What you do get is dual zone air conditioning, and down here, very important, you'll just twist for 2 high, 4 high, and obviously you've got to go into neutral and then push for 4 low. Between 2 high and 4 high you can do on the fly, which is a nice feature. You've got a diff lock over there, you've got a hill descent control, and you've got the old-fashioned gate for your automatic transmission, but the 7-speed auto, smooth, comfortable, relaxed. You take a look at the seats, for example, you've got your sort of padded leather or leatherette, whatever you want to call it, over here, but you've got that and the slightly orangey stitching over there. So you've got all these features. So it's got a lot of luxury touches with the entry-level version. So you've got all of that. Now, I've shown what it's like on the road, and we've commented in the video the comfort from that 5-link rear suspension, which really does give you a good ride quality, and that's so important. And I proved today it gives you that ride quality over all kinds of terrain. Important, obviously, depending on what you're using your double cab for. Pricing. Well, I'm going to say talk to your Nissan dealer, because the list price for the 4x2 is $695 and $769 for the 4x4, but there are deals out there. So go and talk to a Nissan dealer and find out what you can get a Navara Stealth 4 for yourself if you're in the market. I think you could be pleasantly surprised. For Motomators, I'm Alan R, and I'll see you next time.